Hello. So today this video is about how to make a simple web page using HTML. So I have created a web page using HTML. See, this is a web page. Here in this web page you can see that it is basically a web page where we have three questions with the heading quiz on computers, and in the last there is a table where we are asking how do you rate the questions. Okay, so, how to create this simple web page using HTML? Let's just see. This is the code for creating this web page. Before explaining you the code, let me tell you, if we wanted to create a web page, we have to use HTML. And what the HTML stands for? HTML is basically stands for standard HTML is basically stands for hypertext markup language. It is the basically a standard markup language for creating the web pages. Okay, here in this code you can see that we are starting the code with this doc type HTML. This doc type HTML is basically a declaration that defines this document is an HTML5 document. If we will start this by this writing this, that means this is a document which stands on the HTML5. Then there is the HTML tag. This HTML tag is an element which is the root element of an HTML page. We have to write first. This is the root tag. Then there is the head tag. This is a tag which contains meta information about the HTML page. Meta information is like information about the information. So this is the tag which contains the information about the HTML page. Now we are starting with the title tag. This basically specifies a title for the HTML page. You know, like we have written computer quiz in the title tag. So it will print here. You can see this computer quiz here. Like this is the sentence which is shown in the browser's title bar on the page tab. Okay. Now in the next, we have style tag. This is basically defines this comes under body tag. Actually, the style tag, this comes under body tag that defines the document's body or its container or the visible contents. Okay, so in this you can see that we are in the style tag we are designing our heading. Like we want our heading to be text line in the center. It will be center. Before coming into this, let me explain you the down thing. Let's come downwards. See, this is the body tag. In this body tag, we defines the document's body and is the container for the all the visible content such as headings, paragraphs, images, hyperlinks, tables, lists, etc. Okay, so the body tag is finishing in the last. So let's just explain what we want. This web page, we want to change the color of the web page. We want this is the aqua color. You are saying how we are getting this aqua color by defining this, by defining the style. Background color is aqua in the body. We are getting the aqua color in the background. Now there is a h1 tag. H1 tag is basically a element which defines the large heading. In the H1 tag, I am writing quiz on computers. You can see that. So this quiz on computer is printing over here. Whatever we are writing, the heading is going to, print it over here. And since in the style tag, you can see that in the style tag, we are defining the H1 tag should be text line in the center. So it is in center. Okay, in the h2 tag, what we are having a questions. You can write it in the questions. I am using in the h1 tag, you can see that I am using u tag is the underline tag. For having an underline, I am writing a u tag, and I am defining in u tag, in the underline tag, I am writing a class is equals to line, because I wanted to have some style in the underline tag. This is why I'm writing over here. Let's see what we are having in the line tag. let's go to the line. Yes, dot line is in the style tag. In the dot line I'm writing it should be in the center, underline is in the center. Then I'm defining some pixels because you can see there is a gap between heading tag and an underline. So I'm writing some pixels over here to have this space between the heading and the underline and the text. Yeah, so this is why I'm writing these things. Now if we move further, you can see in the H2 tag I'm writing a question. uh, like there is a question, a third ray tube is found in what? I'm writing in this. B tag is basically for having the text in the bold form. So this B tag stands for the boldness for the text. Then I'm defining ordered list because you can see that in the first question we have four options. So we are defining ordered list tag, and by writing list tags we are writing the options, list of the options, CPU, printer, monitor and all of above. You can see that I'm writing in the ordered list is type is equals to A because we want options to be in a lower ABC. So there is this is why I'm writing type A. Then you will automatically getting this list in a lower ABCD forms. The same thing. No, then we have a horizontal line after the question. For this we have to write HR tag to get an horizontal line. Then for the second question we are doing the same. You can see that for the second question we are doing the same. We are writing the question in the heading tag, then we are writing the options. Then for the third question, everything is the same, just we have a difference in the options. So what we are doing, let's go to the third question. Yes, we are writing which of the following is the right option for the subscript. You can see over here. Wait, let me show you. See, there is a difference in the option. You can see that there are four types of text have written in the options. So for this, which tag should we use? So you can see that first we are writing the question. Then we are writing the options. Like you can see that in the we are using the ordered list, then type A because there is a lower ABCD. Then in the list you can see that there is an underline inside the option. For this we are using INS tag. That's INS tag stands for insert tag. That basically defines a text that has been inserted into a document. So browser basically usually underlines these inserted tags. This is why we are using INS tag over here to get this kind of an option. Then you can see that we have another kind of an option where you can see uh, there is a text which is, you know, up up upper. So this is basically a sup tag which stands for superscript. This In this tag basically text appears half a character above the normal line. You can see that there is basically a bit upper side, so it is sometimes rendered in a smaller font. So this superscript text can be used for footer notes like www. So for this kind of a text, we are using subtag. Then we have a subtag. Then you can see there is a text which is basically below, than the normal line. For this, we are using subscript tags. This basically, in this basically tag, text appears half a character below the